right? We've got a huge debt stock. We're trying to pay that. We're trying to maximize revenue. So I would like to employ government that let us not deepen our tax base. By deepening tax base, that is increasing tax rates of existing taxes in a bid to try and collect more, to go back and pay the debts. What we are saying is, let us do the hard stuff. Yeah. Let us broaden the tax base instead of deepening it.
All right, as we sum it up, I know we are telling them, please address graft and corruption and all that. How do we get to advise them to focus on, working on transparency, accountability, so that they can get to utilize the revenue that has been generated from these taxes?
You see, at the end of the day, what would motivate you and I to even pay more tax is if we are satisfied that the money that we are contributing towards taxes is being utilized properly. So the transparency around how our money is being spent, and perhaps even, giving an explainer, you gave us this much in terms of taxes. We have prioritized project 1, 2, 3, which will be directly funded by your taxes. Come end of the year, we report to you as the taxpayer. We tell you this is the much we're able to collect. We have actually utilized this money here, and you can be able to see where your money is going. I think that change of story will perhaps change also the time, the collection that this government is getting. And finally, any increase in tax or reduction has to be based on research and evidence. So that the person suggesting a tax increase or decrease is actually sitting with an economist, is actually sitting with someone on the ground. So that when, for example, you decide that we are going to put excise duty on importing transformers, has that person sat down with, say, KPLC, and you on the ground, who if my transformer is stolen or broken down, how much time will they take to even replace it? So that tells you that there's a shortage of those transformers. But someone on the other side, on the revenue side, is saying, let's target this thing and get excise duty out of imported transformers. Does that help the situation? So if you collect revenue out of those imported transformers, how does that translate to more revenue for the government on other sides? And will it be even efficient in that place? We could talk more about national parks and the VATs and all of that. But there is a missing link between raising the revenue vis-a-vis the impact to the economy.
Well said, gentlemen. And like you rightfully say, we can talk until the cows come back home. But we certainly hope that even in that small moment where we get to articulate these matters, then they are put to consideration. Alex Kanyi, the last speaker, tax expert, CDH Kenya, thank you so much, as well as Kiplimo Kigen, Head of Policy Research and Advocacy, KNCCI. Gentlemen, I know this was quite fast, but we appreciate that, you stayed long with us so that we can speak to these matters that are of importance to the people of Kenya. It's at this point that we get to close the marketplace and the